Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel, and this is how you draw a nose. First, I like to start off with the tip of the nose, and I like to gradually create little curves for the nostrils. Next, draw curves around the nostrils. Make sure that your sketches are very light. You don't want to press too hard while drawing, as you won't be able to get full effect of the shadows. Now you want to draw a curve like so. This will be the bridge of the nose, and this will help you map out where exactly the shadows will be. Make sure you do these curves up to the tip of the brows, and make sure that these markings are very light. As you can see, I'm making sure that my sketch is correct before we move on to shading. If you feel like you've made any mistakes during this video, don't be afraid to rub it out or realign anything. Before we move on to the shading, I like to also sketch out the highlights where we won't need to necessarily shade in. This gives the shadows more contrast when you add highlights. You can also add highlights through rubbing certain areas out. Here I'm adding another detail, which is a part of the upper lip, to make this drawing more realistic. Now it's time for the shading. In this video, we're gonna use a method called crosshatch shading. Here I'm creating faint lines on the bridge of the nose to create a shadow effect. As you want to create darker shadows, you will create darker lines. I am first making sure that the directions of my lines are in the same direction. This way, it makes it easier to map out where the shadows will go and where I can start my cross-hatching. To create these different shadows, it's all about the pressure. For the lighter shadows, I add the least amount of pressure onto my pencil. However, for the darker shadows, I add more pressure slowly. Another tip for the darker shadows is that you shouldn't hesitate to go over the lines you've done previously. Remember, doing more adds more dimension to your piece and to your drawing. Do not forget to color in the nostrils. Another tip is to always have a picture of the subject matter that you are drawing. For example, in this video, you can have a picture of a real life nose where you can identify the shadows as well as any highlights that are missing. If you do have any missing highlights during this video, you can always use a rubber to rub out certain areas. That way, it will create a highlight effect. And here's the completed nose. Thank you for watching and subscribe for more videos and tutorials.